heading into the weekend, of course, a lot of people are going to be looking for things to do, maybe inside, maybe outside. But it was a very exciting week that the Girl Scouts just wrapped up because they had the opportunity to partner up with some local leaders here in Southern Arizona, men and women at the head of different government, media, just different organizations throughout Southern Arizona. So we want to let you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves and then talk to us a little bit about Girl Scout Takeover.
Hi, my name's Alexa Fisher, and I'm a high school senior, and I've been a Girl Scout for 9 years.
Okay.
Wow.
Hi, I'm Kristen Hernandez, CEO of Girl Scouts of Southern Arizona. And Girl Scout Takeover is about celebrating female leadership, and it's about putting girls in key positions of power within government, media, and business. And so we're grateful that we had 19 Girl Scouts, high school Girl Scouts, participate this week, serving as CEOs for the day, police chiefs, etc. So we're grateful that we had such a great support from the community in allowing our girls to experience hands-on training.
Absolutely. Were you a CEO for the day?
I was.
Where were you a CEO?
I was at Better Business Bureau.
Okay.
Yes.
What'd you learn?
I learned a lot about business and about making a budget, how important it is to stick to your budget.
I'm still learning
I wish
that.
I would learn that.
That's a skill that you need.
Yeah.
Is it kind of, you gotta pick based off of what you're interested in, or is
Yeah.
it just you're going out there and seeing what options you have in the world?
I just wanted to open my mind to business and the business world in general, so I mentioned during my interview that was something I was interested in, so I got placed there.
Okay.
And you said you're
I
a
wanna play some
senior?
video.
Yeah.
So going into school next year, obviously college next year, that's something that you're probably thinking about already. So
Yes.
did this kind of give you a better idea of maybe what you want to do, what you want to major in?
It did. I'm going to enter into the medical field, hopefully.
Oh, wow.
But I think that business skills are something that's really important to learn no matter what field you go into.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What you learn in the business field, I feel like can go towards any job you have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. So after this week, do you think that business is something that people maybe don't realize is as hard as it is?
I think there's a lot that goes into it, and I think it's just really important that everyone learns about it a little bit at least,
Yeah.
because it's part of every job.
Especially
Yeah.
the Better Business Bureau, because they hold other businesses accountable.
Yeah.
So that's very
Absolutely.
cool. What was your favorite memory?
Well, we had a board meeting that I got to sit on, so that was really cool. All the board members were there, and we discussed the financial plans for the year.
Okay. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that, so Better Business Bureau, you also said there was some girls who were with police chiefs or CEOs, any other kind of different careers that these ladies got to shadow.
Absolutely. We were able to place girls in key areas that they were interested, but whether or not they wanted to go into that particular field, we were at TMC with our new CEO there of TMC One. But what's most important is that they get hands-on experience with them. So whether it's not a direct correlation, but it's one thing to learn about these skills in theory and read about it and study it in school, and it's another one to be hands-on. And something that we were talking about earlier that I thought is really beautiful for our girls to be able to witness is the human side of leadership.
Yeah.
There's always expectations that a police chief needs to be strong and firm, and yet, Chief Kashmar is so easy to connect with, and he has such a great connection with the youth and what have you. And as you mentioned before, Irene, CEO of Better Business Bureau, as professional as she is, and she has so much to do, she also has fun while she's doing it.
Yeah,
and so
that's super
critical.
important. Absolutely. Kind of any takeaways that you're going to move forward and use for college next year?
Yeah, I would just say, going along with that, I think it's really important to have fun in your workplace and do something you enjoy, because it was just so fun seeing the office and kind of their dynamic. Everyone gets along so well, and I think that's something we don't see a lot when you're looking at the face of a business, but it's something that's important to have.
Yeah.
It is definitely important to have fun.
I think one of the things that stands out, just looking at the pictures that you guys sent us to, one of them was at a table, kind of like a meeting, and there were more women there than men.
That's super cool.
And so I think that in terms of raising the next generation of, female CEOs, female leaders, this goes a really long way in showing, the impact that women have in the workforce, and not growing up to be a female CEO, but just being a CEO,
I do want to point out, I said it at the beginning, but I don't think everyone heard me. So your shirts, I love it. It says a girl should be two things, who and what she wants. We love it.
Let the women do the work. We always say that. What would you say to someone who's maybe considering business next year, but like is kind of unsure? Do you think that it made a huge impact for you?
I think so. I would say just go for it because although business isn't something I necessarily want to pursue directly, I think it opened me up a lot more and it gave me an experience to sort of see something different than what I'm used to every day.
Was it as scary as you thought it would be? Because I'd be scared to go to the Better Business Bureau.
No, it wasn't. It definitely wasn't. Miss Coppola made it really welcoming experience for me.
Oh, I'm
That's
glad you
awesome.
got that.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else that either of you want to mention about the program or Girl Scouts in general?
Yes, so International Day of the Girl is taking place on October 11th, and we are thrilled to do this week of takeover now so we can celebrate it in the next couple of weeks. And truly, two key things that stood out to me this week in terms of mentorship is, one, you can't be what you can't see, and I'm so grateful that you did point out that we are seeing a shift in more females in key positions, as it should be. And two, Chief Kara Riley with Oro Valley Police shared this brilliant talking point yesterday. She said her greatest successes have been from her failures.
Yeah.
So I just hope that our girls are really taking in all of this great, fantastic wisdom.
Yeah, and I think that definitely applies because there's so much pressure, especially on like when you're in high school going into college. Like you think you
so
have
much
to,
time still.
you don't have to have it all figured out. Your
No.
first year, your second year, even your third. I mean, you're
Test
still so
everything
young.
out.
Do it all while
Yeah.
you can. Yeah. Yeah, she's like, oh my gosh, so overwhelming, so overwhelming. Well, thank you guys for being here
Thank you
today.
so much.
Yeah.
This is so special.
Yeah, very fun week. Well, thank you guys.